You got these two giant posters just across the entire screen. I can't see anything. All right, everybody. The one and only Jeremy Chamblee over there. All right, so my name's Dion Morales, host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're live here from the Coruscant Invitational. This is round 5 of this premier event, second edition premier event, and today I'm joined by
Devin Munkos from the Prototype Toronto League.
All right, Devin, so give us a lowdown. What is this format that way? Because people are going to be looking at some of these lists and be like, wait a second, this is more than 200 points. Why?
So, in 2017 and 2018, if you won a System Open, or you came top 4 in a System Open, or you won a Hyperspace Trial, then you got an invite here to the 2018 Coruscant Invitational, and FFG did a Twitter poll. They picked some particularly defining upgrades for each faction, and Ruthless won for Imperials, and Leo won for Rebels. So not only do the players have to take those upgrades, but they're also free. So here we're seeing D-Yoon fly, Colonel Jendon naked, he's streaking across the field. We got a Scimitar pilot just with Protorps, and then 3 Gamma Squadron Aces, all with free Ruthless. And these are some thick bombers. They're going to be like hitting each other up for damage. And they all got proton torpedoes. And then Jeremy Chamblee here flying the same list that we saw earlier in the day. Paul Heaver was flying. And there we have Leo Organa there on Sabine Wren. And we've seen a lot of people thought Leo was going to be a bit of a joke card. That wasn't going to get a lot done. And certainly we've seen her used to expertly by Paul Heaver and
Nathan Idy.
Blair Bunky and Nathan Idy.
Yep.
So certainly she's been make or break in some games, and much more so than I thought she was going to be.
Yeah, it made a big difference here.
Absolutely. And
okay,
let's ignore D-Yoon because he doesn't know what a good squad builder is.
Devin, have I told you how much I absolutely adore yet another squad builder?
Yet another squad builder loves Gold Squadron.
Yeah, it's one of, if not the favorite. And I'm actually about to publish a review next week on yet another squad builder. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I did the FFG squad builder, so I'm going through all of them one by one.
One by one.
That's right.
So I did a lot of I did some of the data entry for Steven on that. And
nice.
Steven's a Prototype Toronto League local. He's played in the league for many seasons now. He does a lot of our alt arts, and he's a fantastic human being who somehow turned that out in like a week once he put his mind to it. And me and a couple other guys in the PTL and some from the X-Wing Junkies put in a bunch of data entry work into getting that done. And it's mostly Steven. It's 100% Steven. Anyone can copy, paste, and type something in, but all the coding was on his end. Everything was on his end. And he's a fantastic human being. So I look forward to seeing what he's going to do for the community next.
Absolutely. And as we continue here, I want to say thank you to the people who make our stream possible. I want to say thank you to FFG, of course, for allowing us to be here today. Thank you so much. Looks like they might be asking for a...
Yeah, they're wondering what time is.
Timing?
Time started.
Yeah, time started.
They wasted 5 minutes.
I want to say thank you to our patrons, our largest group.
Hey, they're hugging. That's slow play.
That's
slow play.
Our largest group of supporters in the X-Wing community. It's our patrons. Thank you so much. Thank you to our Twitch Prime subscribers. Literally free money, guys, by clicking that Twitch button and connecting it from Amazon. And thank you to our round sponsor for this weekend, and that is Curled Paw Creatives. They're doing that Coruscant 18 coupon, exclusive coupon code for Gold Squadron listeners and viewers. If you're watching this, it expires this Monday, so make sure you guys get that right away. Now let's talk about a little bit of who these people are, and then we're going to get to what we're giving away this round here. So D-Yoon, if you're not familiar with him, is...
He's just some scrub. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's one of the hosts of the Minoc Squadron podcast, one of our podcast brethren.
So that's some minor West Coast podcast?
I'm not throwing any beef. They're great. They're
that's
fantastic.
It's all PTL beef. Don't you worry.
That's PTL
Don't
beef
you worry.
for sure. All right. Jesus.
Sorry, I just broke
You
the So
Jeremy,
Jeremy's won some big tournaments, right?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Jeremy just wants to say hi, Travis. So
we all love you, Travis.
So so D-Yoon is Minox Squadron. He actually, you see, he's all dressed up because he literally flew in on a red eye for a wedding. From a wedding. So that's fantastic. That he was a groomsman, and that was him, Ryan Farmer, and also their boy. Where is it? If I see his face, Steven Gonzalez as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's very tall. He was somewhere here.
Yes. And then on the other side, we got Jeremy Chamblee, formerly of the Kessel Run. I don't think Kessel Run's a thing anymore, but he's now one of the people who speak on the Carolina Crates podcast. So host. I don't even know host. They do crazy things out there. So who knows? So we got, this is literally kind of sort of West Coast versus East Coast, sort of. But Jeremy's from Texas.
Everyone's against the Minox. Don't lie. No, don't let him distract you. He's using his wiles. Hey.
Missed opportunity. Oh, my God. They're having a good time. And D did want us to make sure that we highlight the fact that
but why?
He slept 2 hours this night.
Dion?
Yes.
I drove 17 hours to get here.
Correct.
He took a plane.
He did.
Okay.
He did. I mean, I'm simply, my job is to relay information.
You know what you can do on planes,
not
Dion?
To choose.
Dion.
Not to choose sides.
Can you sleep on a plane?
Some people can. Some people can't. What
Listen.
if he has restless leg syndrome?
My wife has that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be a thing.
Right. You should rub some magnesium into your legs. It helps.
Magnesium?
Yeah,
that's the answer, guys.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we're going to get our Twitch poll up here. I realized we forgot to do that about 3/4 of the way of our last round. So let's go ahead and get that done. That's super fun. Let's talk about the list.
So we've seen Jeremy's list before,
right?
And Paul Heaver was flying it. And now Jeremy's put it in. He's got a tighter pinwheel, and he's run it a little more abstracted sideways, and that helps as I was saying, in the banks. Now, Paul Heaver had his a little more spread out. Jeremy's has a little more close in, and they've got very similar openings here. And as I said then, you're not using the mouse? Okay. So when you have the swarm here and you have Sabine on the leading edge of the swarm, right, that leading corner, that's very important to stagger your pilot initiatives such that your lowest one is always going to be at the corner that's engaging first, especially with Sabine's repositioning ability. It's very important the way they've set it up, and he's going into like a loose 5-finger formation almost. It's very interesting here, unfortunately, to say that D's doing something interesting, but he's piling all these bombers in here behind Jendin, right? So he can stop Jendin. He can perform a little red maneuver there, right? And all those bombers go bumpity bumpity bump. None of them get stressed. They don't get to share that stop.
That's right.
So I'm assuming we haven't got the numbers up yet, but I'm assuming that's the scimitar. That's my assumption, but I don't know.
Yes, it is. It has a number 2 next to it. And he's got them colored, so as soon as we figure out which one, you know what, we're just going to assign them colors. We can do that. We have the technology.
Call them Bumblebee 1 and Bumblebee 2 and Bumblebee 3 and Bumblebee 4.
Let's see, the Gamma Squadron Ace, this first one's going to be the B.
Yes.
Okay. And then the second one will be the FO style. First order style. And the last one is
Yaddle. Do it.
Okay.
Do it. Yaddle's just a Yoda monster. Just it's another Yoda creature. It's a Jedi.
It came in the Imperial Veterans Pack, so we'll call it the Vet.
Oh,
okay, I know. That's super. I'm super boring and practical. I know. Sorry.
You're going to forget halfway through which one's Yaddle. I understand 100%. You're like, no, Devin, I'm going to forget.
You're not wrong. Okay, so let's talk about what I'm giving away. This round, we're going to give away 5 more card sets for sure. And so if we get, let's make it. Let me open up my chat here. I gotta really double check before I make these numbers, because last time that was way too easy.
Well, we got how many people in chat? Oh boy,
we got quite a few. Let's look at the number between both YouTube and and Twitch, there's where did my box go? Currently 563. It's pretty pretty solid. Pretty solid. Right. So if we can get, I'll make it easy. If we can make 7 new Twitch Prime subscriptions or resubs, okay, 7 resubs or new subs, we'll give away the 5-card set. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
If we get to 10, we're going to give away a First Order or Resistance conversion kit.
Ooh.
Yeah, the pre-order for one of those.
That's a $30 value there, Dion.
Yep. So that's the plan there. Now, here's the next one. If we can get 5 new patrons from all the patrons that we've gotten today, I'm going to give away one of those conversion kits. And if we can do that, I'm going to give away a conversion kit raffle off from my entire list of patrons. Okay, so that's a total of 3 First Order and Resistance conversion kits.
Oh, my God.
Boom.
So many words.
Making it rain up in here. And that's all possible through Curl Paw Creatives.
So let me restate that.
Yep.
7 new subs, you're giving out the 5 cards.
Yeah.
10 new subs, you're giving out 1 FO Resistance kit.
Yeah.
You get on top of that, you get 5 new patrons. You're doing 2 more kits.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
All the things. So we got our first one there.
Oh, there we go.
There's number 1.
Now, I think this is really interesting. We're seeing almost the opposite of what Paul Heaver did. When Paul Heaver had sort of like a convex curve to his ships, we've got a concave curve to Chamblee's ships, right? And whereas if you think back to that previous game, we have a more compact attack here from D than if you think to Paul's opponent, right, who came had a more broad attack. And so this will allow, I'm not sure D cares about what he shoots. I don't know if he's that good that he can pick it. But but whatever he does catch, he's going to put a pain into. It pains me to say. Oh, my goodness. All right. How are we doing here? Interesting coming up. We've got big focus tokens on Jan Ors. It's messing me up a little bit. The order's different than it was for Paul.
Yeah, we can flip them around. That's easy.
But, I mean, Luke and Jan at 5 are great. We got a real skinny Luke here. And that's a big difference here. I mean, we just had Nathan Ideon with a 90-point Luke. Here's Jeremy Chamblee on with a 74-point Luke.
Yeah, it's a huge difference there.
That's a big swing in a game. You know, that's 10 points you get him to have. It's a 10-point difference. Oh, my goodness. Now, I do have to say, part of the reason that many of us Canadians were able to come today, we had 6 come down in our van, is because it's Thanksgiving in Canada. And
is it really?
Yeah, we're having Thanksgiving weekend. We got Monday off. We're leaving here.
Okay.
Like I said, it took us 17 hours to get here. We drove in. We left Thursday morning at 5 a.m., and we arrived here very late in the evening. And we're leaving Monday morning at 5 a.m., and we are going to be here at we're going to be back in Canada for hopefully 10. Back in Toronto.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna my wife's we're having Thanksgiving dinner at my place.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll in for dessert. That's the plan.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, guys, make sure you guys are participating in our Twitch poll. And again, Devin, I think we hit our patron number already.
What?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
What?
We were at 407, and now we're at 414. So
I mean. We got the subscribers got to catch up.
That's right. So patrons, we're giving away some kits. That's done.
Yeah.
Kits coming in for patrons.
That's exciting.
Done. Okay.
Sure.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and if you want to get in on that kit raffle, if you become a patron, you'll be part of that smaller raffle.
Yeah.
This round as well.
Not so small anymore after today.
No.
Now look at this. This is some interesting positioning from Diyun, right? He's put his scimitar out here to set up so he could do a block from Jendon should he desire. Right, to help slow his list down. The fortressing without fortressing.
Right, exactly.
Right? The Minoc way. So, and it also gives him the option to start bumping all of his ships, keep running slow, or he could go quickly if he so desires. Or it was by mistake because he's bad. I mean, we don't know.
Wow. Wow. The shade. So much shade. I love it.
They've stiffed us a couple of times. The Minocs have stiffed the PTL a couple of times.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll let you remember that. I let you guys come on my show and talk about the PTL whenever you want.
You were very kind.
Whenever you want, right? I never want beef with Canada. I'm good.
I've got a friend that says Canadians are polite. Polite don't mean nice.
There you go.
All right. I don't know. I think we've got this. I still think this is interesting where we have, again, we're seeing a different play style of the same list.
Yeah, for both.
And so it's going to be, this is, I feel like, a much more aggressive attack from Jeremy than we saw with Paul. Paul is very cagey coming around the end.
Yeah.
Both players, and if you're looking to pick up this list and fly it, which is certainly very possible.
Yep.
Right? This is, comparing the two games is going to be very important, right? So looking at how Paul had sort of a bubble down here, right, and sort of how Jeremy has like a concave here, right, and how those positions differed, right.
Yep.
He's still protecting, right, Jan. She's still giving her bubble, right, but Jeremy's drawing, D in versus Paul who baited almost
and then spread them out
and then popped through.
Yeah.
Right.
So one of the things that's going to be consistent with this list, though, is going to be most likely the play of Jan, right?
Right.
Jan's going to continue on the outside, making sure she's able to use that range 0 to 3 arc. As you do see it up there, it's kind of hard to see, but the arc is pointed in this direction, which means that the ability crosses that axis there. So anything on that side of the line
gets an extra attack die.
It's going to be getting that extra attack die. We'll see it mostly do green maneuvers in order to just continue constantly using that ability. You see it does have two focuses there lined up from the Moldy Crow title, ready to go.
I wonder if instead of a third Gamma, if it were a cheaper ship, it's hard to get cheaper than bombers. They're very undercosted at this moment. If we had a cheaper ship and Sloan on Jendon, right, that might help shut down some of the shenanigans from Jan. Or it would, you've got Luke and Jan shooting first, and they're probably killing something. You're stressing Jan that prevents other things from happening. So something like that might be interesting, maybe in future. But certainly we're not going to be seeing these Gamma aces. This is another Diyun's flying another list that is probably only going to be seen here at Coruscant. Because of the free ruthlessness. That's the only reason he has. Not the only reason. Also the bid over the the stream's being trolled a little bit there by Jeremy. But don't complain to us. Complain to a judge. I believe Jeremy Chamblee might be taking notes, and that's...
I think note taking is illegal.
Note taking is illegal.
Now,
so
for anybody who's joining us...
We're Diyun aware of the rules.
So I just want to make you guys aware. So Jeremy Chamblee he's a good friend of mine. He's just messing around. Make sure you... I know just some people who maybe are watching in the future are like, what's going on? I want to make sure you guys know this is all in good fun.
He's having good fun.
It's all in good fun.
And that's what you want. I mean, this is a very stressful tournament. These guys are, I'm assuming, 3-1 at this point.
They're X and 1.
They're X and 1.
Yeah, 3-1. Yeah,
they're 3-1.
Yeah.
So at this point, not only have you come to one of the most prestigious tournaments of the world, best of the best with honors, sir.
Yes.
And not only have they come here, they're not in the salt mines here.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
like we're getting into the 1% and the 0.5%. Right, like they've made, not only have they shown up with a good list, they've made a good meta call. They've been playing good games. They're probably, hopefully, going to make day 2. So this is, we want to see the guys having fun at this point. We don't want to see them being frustrated or angry.
Exactly.
And we're all going to start to get tired soon. So especially if you've had long drives like many of us have. So.
Yep.
Minneapolis is oftentimes in the middle of nowhere.
There's a couple Australian viewers asking, hey, do you own no Australians at Coruscant? I wonder why there was no System Opens in Australia this year. Maybe, or last year, maybe this year. We'll hope. We can only hope.
I'm crossing my fingers, Australia.
All right, so it looks like we have some. It's time to attack. The dice cam is off because they were putting stuff in it. Takes a shield on the shuttle.
All right. Now, the Jendin is also probably going to act as chunk, as a thick target for ruthlessness.
Next attack, 2 coming in, spending the target lock.
So this is Luke shooting the
There we
shuttle.
go, and using the force to flip that. Rolls 1. He's going to take 3. Shields are completely down now on that shuttle. Blount is coming, 0 to 3. It's going to be range 2. Checking the range. Oh, sorry, I guess this is Sabine shooting.
That's Sabine.
She spends the focus for 3 hits.
That's not how focus works. All right. Now it looks like it's Blount.
Yeah, this is Blount.
And then Jan must have upped the attack. And then we've got more damage onto the shuttle. And the shuttle looks
that
like
was just Blount's ability. Isn't it? You just get an extra attack dice?
Correct.
Right? I just making sure. I was about 60%
so
sure.
Sabine would have had to be at range 1 of the shuttle to do
And she
that.
was.
Yeah.
She was. And that's why you got the double measurement there. So I'm going to go ahead, close down the poll. Looks like D is leading at this time.
That's unfortunate. Because he's about to lose Jendin because he's bad.
So Jendin is
a big squishy target that he should have saved to like block up Chamblee ships, break up the formation, stick it in there. He could ruthlessness it a bunch, and now he's not going to be able to get that dice modification that he needed through the shuttle and the ruthlessness.
Checking range from Jendin to the Hawk, now to the Z95. Here's the thing about Blount. You know, he's a 3-dice attack, but when you kill him, he's the cheapest thing on the board, right?
At 30 points.
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's tight.
There we go. 2 hits. 2 hits. I've seen that gold dice fail quite a bit. The few streams I've had Dion.
Those I was given. I've never earned special dice. And
2 evades.
That's what happens when you don't have dice mods, Dion. You don't do damage.
This is very true.
So I've been given some of those special dice, and I've just given them away. They were rolling so badly. I'm like, sorry, Tim. I gave your dice away to someone else. I gave them away at the PTL Open last year.
All right. So here we go. The Bomber.
Now he's got dice mods
2
here.
dice.
Well,
just gonna spend the focus for 1.
Sure.
Got it.
Well.
Now he does have proton torps on these bombers, but they require the target lock, which now I believe they're on Sabine.
Yeah, so he's got
this. Here comes the protons
he's got
right
2
there.
2 target locks here and 2 target locks here, which is not a decision I'm sure I agree with. Yeah,
I think he's splitting the difference depending on where you go. I think
that's not how you kill things.
Well, I mean, if it works out, it works out, right? So 2, spends the evade, no damage.
Doesn't look like it's working out.
Probably not.
But what if your opponent's good, Dion?
It's harder.
And you telegraph your attacks by target locking on the first turn. And then they arc dodge you. So.
All right, here we go. That's also 2 hits. Spent right there. It's going to be taking a shield on Sabine. Shield her down.
And so now it's difficult to tell that Jendin's powers have been, or his ability has been used because the 2.0 is new and the overlay's not quite up to speed yet, so we just don't have charges.
We're working on it, yeah.
But I believe it was used first turn.
Yeah, that's how we got this out there.
It generally is with
Here's
Jendin.
Sabine at range 1. Has a decision to make, whether he wants to spend the focus.
The answer is yes, because he gets that takes the shuttle off the board. Otherwise, he's going to ruthlessness and stuff. Or it's just the scimitar. Yeah, there we go.
Spends it.
Aggressive.
For 3.
B. Aggressive.
Response is an evade. Lives.
And it does not die. Does
Take
not
2.
die. Well,
having that shuttle alive for another turn gives D an opportunity to possibly throw it in a place for a block. The fact that it didn't get used.
now we know why it's black and yellow, and it's all the carbon scoring.
Oh, is that what it is? It was shiny white.
And
now
it's been all burned up by lasers. And it's a little bit on fire. I mean, that is better for D.
Alrighty. So 2 hits. That's average on 4. That proton torpedo.
Spend that target lock. So this is from the scimitar, so he does not have ruthlessness to kill the shuttle. And that's what happens when
target lock, 2 blanks into 2 blanks.
Great. Pro-torps turns it into a crit.
Yep. I just said protein torps. Make a meme. Make the meme. Protein torps. Okay. Hit crit into Sabine.
And that looks like a loose stabilizer, perhaps. Can you enhance? Can we enhance, Dion? Can we zoom in?
Not at a reasonable speed.
We can't CSI it? I'll go check it out. We'll find out.
We got 3 subscribers. We need 3 more subscribers before we can give away a conversion kit in the chat. We've got 47 minutes to do it. I believe that we can win. I do. Tell your friends, tell your grandma, become a Twitch Prime subscriber. All of our subscribers are up for the possibility of getting that prize. What was the crit?
Yeah, I was correct. Loose stabilizer it is.
Loose stabilizer. Excellent. So we'll go ahead and put that on the chat. So that gives where we're on now, we'll go ahead and double check. So even though the score looks tied, it actually isn't tied. That's important to note because Leia is actually free in this format. So Leia, it costs 8 points. So go ahead and take that. D actually has earned 19 points in this situation.
And
not
Sabine
23.
has supernatural reflexes.
Yes.
And loose stabilizers, you can't do the hard turns?
Loose stabilizer. I need to start carrying around a damage deck.
Well, they got one here. Why don't we just borrow one?
I mean,
I didn't bring my stuff.
Actually, my stuff's in the car. It doesn't help us
You're
right
like,
now.
I just didn't take it out of the trunk.
I just didn't take it out of my trunk.
Mileage
You're
be
right.
damned.
Well, usually I don't. Usually I don't have it with me when I travel, so it's actually very rare. So anybody who's just joining us, want to remind you guys that this format here is a little strange. The way it works is that there was a card elected through Twitter polls for each faction that represented kind of the feel of the faction. For Rebels, it was Leia. Scum, it was Boba Fett crew. And for Empire, it was the Ruthlessness talent card. And the rules of this tournament say that you're required to have one copy, at least one copy of those. Now, Leia and Boba Fett would be only one copy. And then the rest are free. Okay? Okay. So, well, we were able to get a copy of the damage deck. That way we can go ahead and look at it. So, loose stabilizer. After you execute a non-straight maneuver, suffer 1 damage.
Ooh.
So
action to repair.
Yeah, action to repair, absolutely. And they're sweet.
Yeah. So that's gonna drag Sabine down a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got he can
still barrel roll and boost. I mean, he's not gonna boost in this situation, but he still has mobility.
He can do a linked action. He can barrel roll or boost, do a linked action, do a straight maneuver, and then clear the crit.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Ooh, boy.
Man. So this next turn determines the game. I know that Jendin's on fire right now, but I think this next turn really is going to make the big difference into who's going to win this game.
So, okay. What do you think Supernatural Luke is going to do? My guess.
What's your guess? Go for it.
He's going to barrel roll.
Uh-huh.
He's going to come in here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to delete something with the help of Blount and Jan.
Looking at that position, that's honestly really, really good. You barrel roll. Now you got to make sure you barrel roll back, though.
Yes.
I think if you don't barrel roll back, you're going to end up hitting that rock. Though, looking closer at that. Yeah, with the barrel roll back, you'll be fine. And with that rock in the way, it actually gives you some cover from those bombers. So I like good call there. I'm pretty confident with that. We'll see Jan
D's going to
come up the top.
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good. Yeah, we're going to see Jan come through the top here, keeping that arc wide. Probably, honestly, just go straight. There's no reason to move, to like change your vector right now, unless he's preparing for next turn. Sabine is the question mark, though, right?
She's got to fix that crit.
She does. So probably, so if you do a straight maneuver, you don't take damage, and any other maneuver is damage. So, Supernatural. Probably use her ability to barrel roll backwards, and then you just one forward. You went forward, you flip the crit. These bombers, I mean, you might accept that these bombers could come this way, but
the scimitar 100% is going to go that way.
But you at least you get a shot before she dies.
The scimitar does not have a maneuver because of the way Diyun has positioned all of his bombers behind Jendin. Right, the scimitar has to bump or go past Jendin.
Yeah,
over here. Sorry, I touched the screen with my fingers, folks. I got my greasy fingerprints all over Diyun's. Not Diyun's. Like Dion's.
Dion's.
Oh my God.
Un.
Ugh.
Did we? Hey.
We got D. We got D. We got D. We're all good.
I do need to say though, Devin, we unlocked the conversion kit giveaway.
What?
We did it. We're giving away 3 conversion kits and 5 sets of cards during this this break here.
Jesus.
We're doing it.
Wow.
Making it rain.
Wow. Wow. I don't know. The scimitars, if it ends up having a shot on Sabine, it's going to be unmodded.
Yeah, for sure.
And Sabine can get around it.
The shuttle.
Do we mark who has initiative? Or who is first player, who is second player?
That is, I have not updated my first player token yet. It's still the old initiative token, so I don't
is Jeremy
have it
first player or is Diyun first player?
Let's find out.
Okay. Bumperoni, 3 hard. All right, so he is going after...
Going after Jan.
Going after Jan this round.
Yep.
So mark the ship, proxy the ship, get it out. Come on, guys. Chop, chop. Oh, don't do that on stream.
No, this is fine. It's fine because as long as you understand because we have the lines on the side now, it works.
The bases aren't 100% square. I'm not into it. I'm not into guys doing it on stream. They still have to proxy some of the bombers. Like...
I didn't like it when we didn't have the lines. Now it's the lines. It's within that. It's within the margin of error with the pegs.
All right.
So I'm okay with it.
All right.
Yep.
Well, he's coming up that way, so that also might set up a block for the Jendin shuttle, so that he can get shot at more times without any tokens for defense. But with 1 hull, I don't think he's going to make it through the round.
Nope. His job is to be in the way or be out of the way, maybe more importantly.
Oh, stop. Now, that's if we do get what you now... Is this the bomber that also has a target lock on Sabine?
Out there? Let's see. All right. Here's that Imperial veteran.
I don't.
Bomber.
That looks like it's on the rock.
That's going to be on the rock for sure.
Diyun, don't try and get out of it. Listen. Tyler Tippett had an excuse when he had his strikers. Putting bombers on the rocks. There's no excuse for that.
No excuse.
But here you go. You get the barrel roll backwards.
Yep.
You do the 1 bank in. You get the extra dice from Jan, and you've got a 5-die primary right there on a bomber sitting on a rock.
Yep. So looks like our black bomber is being moved now.
I also got to say, wiggle room sounds a little dirty there, Dion.
It's Great.
We're going to go up to the wiggle room. You want to join us?
That's what I called my video. It didn't get flagged on YouTube. It's fine. Alrighty.
Listen, YouTube doesn't flag a lot of things.
Oh, I have had a bunch of my stuff flagged for some reason.
What?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we expected from
There's the
Sabine.
one forward, and he flips the crit. So let's go ahead and get rid of that on Sabine.
And again, my concern here is...
Oh, does he not flip the crit? Because he just threw down an invade.
No. So he did... sorry. He did a linked action.
A linked action,
barrel
that's what it
roll,
was.
and then he did a green one forward and flipped the crit.
Got it.
And then I drew on the screen, so...
It's okay. Let me
No, but I'm not going to mess with your mouse.
Go.
So I'm just going to clear that out. So here, I really like Blount's positioning. I really like where Jan's coming in, sort of on a bit of an angle there, keeping, again, anything behind that line is going to be able to get... and there we go. Interesting.
Right. So no,
a boost.
This might just be the boost. Yeah, 4K. Leia. Here it is. Attack position. You saw him flip it.
Down there.
Leia crew.
So away we go.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got the turnaround here.
I don't understand.
Maybe it was just a one forward. Maybe it literally was just a one forward. It just didn't flip the dial.
Interesting. Yeah, because he didn't flip one of his giant tokens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so no supernatural there. Looking for arc in range. Seems to be range 2 to the shuttle. Luke might just be finishing it there.
I would hope that he's shooting the blinged out bomber there, the B. In order to sort of put damage into it, put a crit into it.
He's trying to determine whether it's range 1 or not.
Pray for blended pilot. It's probably range 2 to the shuttle. But if he shoots this bomber, right, with Blount, with Poe Luke, and with Sabine, he can probably kill it before it shoots a torp.
All right, so Jan got used 4 natties.
Oh, that's fine. I hear that's an okay roll.
Yep. So gets the evade and overkills the shuttle. He wanted to make sure that it got taken off the board. Now I know that some people might think, like Devin, you were saying, well, he should divert here. Sometimes it's like, you know what? I want to make sure that this attack hits, get it through, make sure I take something off the table. Because if you split fire and you leave another ship on the board,
I don't disagree.
That could end up hurting you for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so just 1 crit on that roll. Spending the Team Texas target lock.
Evaded. All right, what's next, boys? Blount on whom?
That looked like it was going into the bomber right in front of him at range 1. That's why it's 4 dice.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Gets an evade. Takes
2. I believe
that's on the regular Obama. That's a scimitar.
That's on the scimitar?
Yep.
All right. You know, we're seeing the one round of combat here. I'm very concerned for
No,
Sabine.
that wasn't. That was the FO one. Sorry.
It was the FO one?
Yep.
Okay. I thought so, but
Go ahead.
I didn't want to say anything.
Yep.
I imagine D. Ewan's positioning is going to be very difficult.
All right, so this is. Let's hold on a second.
Yeah, he's shooting at. This is the shot that's going on right now.
All right, there you go. 3 hits and a crit, or 2 crits. Sabine's going to be eating it there.
I think
she's off the board.
That's a dead Sabine. However, she does still get to shoot.
Yep.
She's not removed until the end of the initiative step.
Yep. And we're still at initiative 5, so.
No, I believe we're all initiative 3.
Oh, sorry, 3. My bad. I'm getting. She was 5 before, right? Was that what it was?
Who?
Is that what Sabine?
No. Well, maybe.
No.
Oh,
like in first edition.
First edition pilot skill. Yes, correct.
Hit crit. 2 hits, 2 crits. Spend it. There it is.
That's why proton torpedoes are nasty.
2 of each.
2 of each.
Blanks out. Spenzy evades. Going to be taking 2 shields. And the crit is...
Structural damage.
Structural damage. Reduce your agility by 1.
Thanks.
Or, sorry, it's roll 1 less attack die now. Or defense die.
I definitely saw that flash in front of the screen. So here's Sabine firing her parting shot. 2 hits on the bomber.
And that's going to get through.
Bomber's going to take it.
And that was probably again into the FO1, I would assume?
No, I believe that was into the one that killed her.
Okay, so that was the tricked out one. The B. Right. Bumblebee.
But see, now we've got all this damage spread out over all these ships.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and Luke overkilled. I guess my point was sort of a preservation of action or a preservation of damage, right?
Right.
So Luke putting 4 damage into the shuttle is meaningless, right, when it has 1 hull. But Luke putting 4 damage into a bomber at range 1 is meaningful when Blount can do 2 damage.
Scimitar whiffs here, only 1.
1 crit.
Spending
one the
result.
target lock to reroll.
And
2 crits.
2 crits. That's twice below average proton torpedoes. Spend
because he's attacking unmodded. He doesn't have the focus. He hasn't got it set up. Direct hit.
That's going to be enough, though. Direct hit takes him. Worked out. It worked out to the average math.
And we have to remember that Sabine got Leia on her. She's only 38 points.
Yeah.
Right. So that affects how much Jeremy has lost and how much D has gained.
Mm-hmm. So D has actually only scored 96 points, not 102. That's important to note. And, looking at where we are after all that blood was shed, let's go ahead and kind of see where things are going to be falling. I got Blount and Luke versus 4 bombers. So Luke on his own, with time, I think could honestly take these bombers.
And he's got time. He's got 30 minutes.
He's got 30 minutes. Yeah. I think what's going to have to happen is D is going to have to make sure he keeps the pressure onto Luke, continue making high-pressure situations for him, keep all the arcs on him. But during that time, you got to take out Blount.
And they're all going to K-turn next round.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's no reason not to. You probably get the longer K-turn here. You get the 5, and then just go 3s with the rest of them so that they can re-engage sooner. You might, honestly, with the gray one, he might not K-turn with the Imperial Veterans one because he does have that path right next to the rock.
I think they're all just going to
or he just goes, he can go a little faster. I'm saying he could possibly take a different one.
Well, 3King with all of them sort of just gives him such a broad net that he should be okay. But he also has no target locks anymore. So there's not a lot Diyun can do next round, but he's got to think hard about how he's going to set up the following turns. And I imagine we're going to be seeing a lot of target locks on Supernatural Luke, but Supernatural Luke's got to be in range 3. Jendon's gone. So, I mean, Chamblee's got to get some chunk off the board. And that's...
One thing I just realized we failed to mention this round is the fact that Jeremy Chamblee is the first Coruscant Invitational champion.
Yeah, I was trying to say that, but I couldn't remember which one he won. Right?
There you go. I believe he won the first one.
He won something. Like, what did he win?
Yeah.
No, if he's the first one, you need to make his name twice as big as everyone else. And so my point with his attacks here, right, was that if Luke had done 4 to a bomber instead of 4 to the shuttle, and then Blount had done 2 to that same bomber, he'd still have Sabine, because that bomber that shot the torpedo that killed her would have been off the board.
True.
Right? And then Sabine can finish off the shuttle before it, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's at the same speed. It's attacking at the same time as her, but it's attacking an unmodded shot on Blount. Right? And I'd rather lose Blount than Sabine.
Right, but that's assuming, like, you're assuming that you get good dice, and then that's...
I was just looking at, like, comparatively at the dice and the averages. Like, I'd rather, like, Sabine has an unmodded shot just pushing 3 dice into the shuttle. On balance, you're probably going to take it out.
Right. But so in those situations, I personally usually err on the side of let me try to get the guarantees.
Right.
Where I know things are going to, like, I don't know, even if it makes more sense, possibly mathematically, for my last ship to shoot the ship that's about to die, I'm going to make sure I go as many into that so I can make sure, I guarantee it gets off the board.
Sure.
Unless it's the difference between, like, the game at that very moment.
Right.
That's just, different ways of looking at it. You're probably right. Mathematically, it was probably should have shot the other ship. Absolutely.
Now, is this a Talon roll? No, he's just going
it's just
out.
a bank.
Just banking out there.
Yep. It's Luke and the Z95 versus that bomber.
Man, crazy game. Big swings.
It's going to be a range. Will look to be a range 3 shot. So that's 3 hits, natties from Luke.
I mean, Nora, you can just keep rolling like that.
All right, rolls and evade. Spends a focus.
2 more damage into that gamma.
Just 1. Or was it 2?
2. You rolled 3 hits, and you rolled.
There was a giant focus next to the. Maybe that was. Never mind. I don't know. Maybe that was just
the
cleaned
bomber
up from
K
last.
turn, so it don't have nothing.
Yeah. Hit crit.
Hit crit and disrespect evade gets a crit.
The crit is
just flash it around. Don't actually show us.
One on another bomber.
Zoom and enhance.
Confused as to what's going on.
Well, right now there's a little message on the board that says, "Hi, Travis," which again I feel is an illegal use of notes in the game. Well, there you go.
There you go. Hit crit. In the Blount.
And shield on Blount.
Is that half now?
Nope. Well, I don't know.
It's
I was going to say the glare's getting pretty bad there. I don't think so.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a quick double check here.
Yeah, once combat's over, I'll go have a look. Oh, 1 of 8 there.
All right.
Oh, there's
both
the second
shields.
shield.
There you go.
Both.
We saw him grab the other one. So both shields are down.
Now it's half points on Blount, extra 15 to D. He's continuing to grow his lead, unfortunately, and Jeremy needs to take 60 points off the board, so he needs to delete 2 bombers at this point.
Hit gets through. Oh no, he had the focus token there. Okay. All right, I want to go double check how many damage cards is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a crit. I'll be right back.
All right. Dion's off to check the crits and the hits and just make sure that everything's pretty much all up and kosher here. I think we're going to see some green moves out of the bombers and get some target locks going on Blount or Luke. I'm not sure that Luke can tank 4 proton torpedoes, but I'm pretty sure he can get 2 of these bombers off the board if he tries really, really, really hard. And, does his best to fly like a maniac. We've only gone 5 minutes in that round, so I think we're going to see another about 5 turns in this game, 6 turns in this game, depending on how fast these boys get. And certainly it'll be interesting to see how things turn out. I think certainly dice have been helping out one way and the other, and target priority has also been helping define the game. Leon's back. Do we have everything accurately recorded?
Let's find out.
Almost. Are we close?
We are correct on Jeremy's side.
Excellent.
Okay. The B is actually down to 1 hull and has structural damage.
Excellent.
Okay, and the vet is down by 2.
By 2.
There you go.
So he's got a lot of damage everywhere. So Jeremy's going to have to start consolidating some of that damage, and D's helping him by removing his ships that he has no option but to consolidate his damage when he only has 1 ship shooting.
Yep. So, okay, look back here at the screen. So, just looking at some of the options, I did hear while I was over there D asking about the K turn that the Z95 has. So they do have the 3 and the 4K.
Correct. That's the 4, I believe, has been added.
And I really like the position of these 2 bombers up here. You know, they're going to do that 1 forward.
Yeah.
And they're just going to have such a wide range of options. Just basically this one giant arc of no-go. And seeing if maybe they can just keep range on Blount and take him out, get the extra 15 points out of him.
Yeah, he needs it to sort of. D's going to start losing bombers to Luke.
Yep. Oh, he's turning away.
It's the 2nd time he's hit a rock with a bomber. No
I think
excuses.
that's on purpose, though. He's trying to get out of dodge here.
I mean, that is not something you expect them to do. I remember the first time someone I was playing flew an ace across a rock and was like, I palp a blank, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. In first edition, anybody who's watching in super first, you know, who never played,
edition reference.
That was a reference to first edition, long ago, in a galaxy far, far away. 1 bank
in the deep dark past.
Fits right there in front of the rock. We're probably going to see that target lock or focus. There's the focus.
I think it should be a target lock, but we'll see.
There is a lock.
Another bump.
There is a lock already on Blount that might belong to that bomber.
Fair
enough. But we don't know because we can't see the numbers.
Well, he's not keeping the because in 2.0 you don't have to keep the blue locks on it. So Blount is bailing.
3 bank.
And if he barrel rolls, he might be able to get out of arc, which I think would probably. No, you know what? He can't barrel roll.
Yeah, there's the debris there.
I thought it was a dial. Not gonna lie.
Yep. You know, and this barrel rolling this way
is a bad idea.
I mean, he might. I mean, would that get him out of range 3? I don't think so. Now you just take the shot, you focus up, give yourself the best chances. You're gonna still be in range no matter what. We'll see what Luke does. I mean, I'm really interested. Does he just do the 2 turn here? 2 turn.
He's got supernatural reflexes. So let's
1
see.
bank. No supernatural unless this is the supernatural boost.
Well, he did reveal the dial. And then we're going to move the rock, and then we're going to do another maneuver. So
okay, so it was a supernatural boost.
Do we have
4K.
the spend? I don't know if we have the spend, and we're missing to see what the contraband or what the configuration is.
Well, he didn't take a damage there, so that would be a 2-die attack now. There it is, 2 dice, so it's closed.
Yeah,
1
closed.
hit. 1 hit. Yeah. Let's see. This could kill the bomber.
Fingers crossed.
He got it.
The disrespective aid from the bomber.
He got it. So that bomber lives another day, which is holding on to some points for D. Holding on to, what is that, 20 points.
Because it's round up, right? We're rounding up, so it's 39, but we round up to 20. All right. That made sense to you X-Wing folk, but to anyone else listening, it'd be like, 39 rounding up to 20. What is he talking about?
Yes, we round up now. So here is the measurement from the Imperial bomber to the Z95.
Proton torpedoes.
If that's his lock, which that lock has just kind of been sitting there the last couple turns, then yes, I see 4 dice.
They've forgotten all of their locks.
Proton torpedoes, another below average roll here. But he's got to focus now.
So finally, he's learned.
Okay, so spending the lock. On average, he gets 1 more. He's hoping to swing the average is a little bit higher in his favor, though. I'm not sure.
Jeremy said he spent the target lock that he left behind, rerolled the die, and killed the bomber.
Okay, got it. Suspend the focus. That'll turn that to a crit. Hit, crit.
Finally having fully modded dice. Blount taking 1.
1 crit. That's crit. Fuel leak.
Fuel leak. Doesn't really matter.
No, Blount's going to be
right now.
Gonna be dead.
That's not great for Diyun. He really wanted a direct hit there. The rest of his bombers are out, and things are really swinging back into Jeremy's favor here, I think. We're getting that Gamma off the board. It was really important. He's probably going to now work on one of the other Gamma aces, either FO or the Veteran. Get that off the board. And Blount, I'm sure, will continue to run. It'll be very, very difficult to catch Blount, I think, at this point.
But D's still up on points, though.
Yeah,
he's still up on points. 18 minutes left. You know, there's still plenty of time in this round. But the fact that Luke has taken 0 damage and D's list is on fire, right? I mean, the only thing that hasn't taken, I guess, he has 2 bombers that haven't taken damage yet. No, one.
They all have damage.
The Scimitar, I think, is still clean.
The Scimitars, sure.
That's it. The 2 other Gammas are 1 hold away from giving up half.
Scimitar versus the world.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Essentially.
Now, he can't supernatural reflexes, I believe, because he's stressed, correct?
Currently, yes. Yeah, no, because no actions while you're stressed, wherever they come from.
Right. So I've played a bunch of bombers. I've played Rush Hour. I've played some of the new 2.0 stuff, giving the guys reps. And certainly, once the damage is spread out, you can get into a situation where if an ace hasn't been cornered or dealt with or scared or damaged, if you haven't, like, just in a situation like this where Luke's just fine.
Yep, he's like, just every turn you kill a ship. It's just boom.
Yeah, you're going to get this domino effect where it's just, you're going to start losing ships.
It's like that scene in The Last Jedi when Poe's just flying around above the Super Star Destroyer. He's like, pew, pew, pew.
And you can tell that's 2.0 because all those TIE fighters must have been trajectory simulated a proton bomb, which is how he was able to one-shot them all.
Right, that's exactly how that worked. All right, so so dials are set. We know that the Imperial Veteran bomber is going to be going over that rock for sure. We'll see where everything else goes.
Let's see how D rolls now.
All right, so here's the Scimitar.
So that vet, the vet that's going to go over the debris has 4 hull, but it's going to be stressed.
The Scimitar did fit.
Yeah, the Scimitar fit. Yeah, no bump.
Drops the focus there.
All right. No reload, no. No, the Scimitar did spend one of its proton torpedoes.
Yep. Oh, he rolls the crit.
Gets the crit.
Gets the crit. That's half points.
Half points on the Gamma.
He's going to be ionized. I think that's what he said, the ion thing.
Wunderbar. We have an ionized. No, stress? No, he got the stress for going over the rock. Okay. That's brutal. Marking the ships, moving them wherever they want, getting the 3 bank in. Now, this will be interesting. I'm assuming a target lock on Blount. Blount's probably going to move Boogie as fast as he can go, followed by a barrel roll. 3-bank barrel roll will not be...
There's a target lock there on Blount.
Yeah, because the FO one still has a...
And Blount, maybe is it time to turn around? Let's turn around. He might just be out of range for this torpedo.
Right, and he gets to shoot before the other ships. And Luke's going to be in there bumping, so he's going to be able to... Blount's going to be able to roll that extra die, get that extra 0.5 in there versus that 3-hull bomber. You know, like I said, you're just going to get that domino effect. Boom, boom, boom. The bombers are going to start dying.
One ship at a time. So here we go. We're waiting for our attacks. He's getting a damage update to his opponent. And here we go. Range 2 on the FO-style bomber.
Now Luke has force. Pops the force.
Spends it.
2 hits. He took Diyun took a target lock. And are you going to roll the dice, buddy? There.
All right, takes 1.
Yep, takes 1. Now that is half on the FO as well.
Yep, so
Jeremy
all of the
climbing
bombers
into lead. A crit, D rolling 3 dice, unmodded. Again.
Oh.
Another crit goes through onto the vet.
Weapons failure.
Rolling 1 less die.
And that was on the
vet. The vet's down to 2.
Yep.
No, it's down to 2. He's still got a 3.
I heard you.
Oh, okay.
I
sorry.
said yep.
Okay. And then you went off to do something else, and I'm like, did you hear me?
I was going to close the thing.
No worries. All right. So, I mean, the no focuses there really hurt D. And the bombers, they are thick. They take a while to get down. But once you start getting into the low hull, they've got 2-3 crits on them.
Yep.
Man, it really affects how you fly them. It really affects how you play. I
rolled a hit, one hit.
Weapons failure, Blount's fine.
Yep. Reaching here, range 3, proton torpedo coming in.
That would swing D back into the lead. You don't get to roll 6 dice, D. I think they got their dice mixed up.
Yeah. Here we go, 4 dice. He'll have a target lock.
Excellent.
All right, he has an opportunity here.
That becomes a crit. Spend the target lock.
Here we go. There it is. There's one. That's going to be 3 crits.
Well, it's one more damage than he has of 8 dice, so I'm afraid Blount's
So that's
dead.
going to be out of there. So let's go ahead and take the Z95 off the board.
Boom.
All right, so that puts D ahead. Oh, does it? No, it doesn't.
So
because Leia is 8 points.
Leia is 8 points.
So D's score is 132 minus 8. Triple natty evades.
You're right. So he's down at 124.
Yeah. So this.
So Chamblee's still in the lead by 2.
Lies. Oh, sorry, I just got to click off.
So D is still losing. That makes my heart glad.
Not working.
We'll figure it out.
Yep.
All right. Now, Luke has regened his force. We're going to see. It's very interesting.
So he said it was minus 8. So what did I say? 126?
126.
So that's actually 126.
No, sorry, 124.
124.
That's
sorry.
how math works. I suck at it too. Don't worry. I was like, yes, that is correct.
You told me yes. You reassured me.
Yeah, I agreed with you. I'm also bad at math, Dion. Yeah, here.
There it goes. So yeah, because of the new rules, not the new rules, but the rules of this event, the Leia Organa doesn't actually count for anything.
And because of the round-up rules, right? Even though the gammas are all 39, half points is 20.
They're still giving away. They're still giving up 20.
Because the app says round up.
Yep. So that Jeremy's score is quite accurate. So Jeremy is ahead
by 2 points.
By 2. Yeah. Yeah. So Jeremy right now +2. All right. Let's see what happens here. We're waiting for. All right.
All right. D putting his 3rd bomber on a rock this game.
He's just trying to get the positioning, trying to make sure that.
Hey, just for the record, I do remember Chamblee moving up the 3
So let's see if he gets a crit now.
So, all right, so we got that bomber set.
What's the Minox motto? Fly better.
All right, no crit on that roll. That's good. And 1 forward from that bomber. So it's Luke Skywalker versus the world. Here's the thing, though. Is there any way that D can get half?
No.
Twice.
No.
Right? No. Sorry. This is a light Luke. No, sorry. There's no regen. He's got to get 3 damage into Luke.
In 2 turns, not going to happen.
I'm stating what he would need to do.
I
not
believe
what
in our Lord
could.
and Savior Luke Skywalker.
If and what? 2 different questions.
Right. Look, if this were an untimed final 2 years ago, hey, sure, you know, you got your time to work that in. But I just don't know if we can see. We got some target locks, but you can't shoot proton torpedoes at range 1.
You cannot.
And right now he can just bump.
Forever.
He can just bump, take one shot from the scimitar, which is unmodded, D-Yoon's favorite type of shot. And he's going to be able to shoot a modded shot because he's a force user.
Okay.
There we go.
So 2 hits,
3
spends
hits.
the focus.
I mean,
All
if he
3
had
of those are going through.
If he had a focus on the scimitar, now he's got half points on the scimitar, Dion.
Yep, it's all the ships are on fire. Let's go ahead and update this.
If D had a focus, he'd preserved another 20 MOV, something like that, right?
It's like I told the future. I already had it.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Well, we knew what was going on. Yeah.
Alrighty. So range 1 shot here from the scimitar. Looking for some natties. Hit crit. That's above average.
That's.
And Luke's going to take a shield. 1 at a time. That's all you can do is 1 at a
He
time.
said he needs 3. That's 1. He's a third of the way there.
Yep.
So who has the target locks? The scimitar doesn't. So
No, that would be
the vet and the 2 gammas have target locks on Luke.
Yeah, the gammas have got it. And what do we have? 7 minutes left. If D can, you know, we haven't got to talk too much about the clock.
D shouldn't have slow played with the hug at the beginning.
If D is aware of the clock and where we are, if he can try to get in 2 more rounds, that's going to be what you're looking for.
You know, you can do that with 7 minutes. You
Yeah.
got your dials down quick.
Because D controls the pace right now.
Right.
Jeremy has one dial. He's usually his pace is usually pretty quick.
I mean,
if he can get the dial down before.
D needs. You're right. D needs to be faster right now.
Right.
Like that dial needs to be down. He knows that scimitar's got to do a green. Like, it's got to be down right now. He needs to get a target lock, K-turn the next turn, and hopefully get a shot on like a pro torp out onto Luke, because he doesn't have to reload.
Yep. Go ahead, put that there. Got it. So as we continue here, I do want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching. We're going to be doing some giveaways after the end of this game. We're giving away 3 conversion kits for Resistance and First Order.
Wow.
Yeah, so make sure you stick around. Lots of fun there. 1 kit goes to a raffle between all of our new patrons. The next raffle is going to be from our entire list of patrons and 1 lucky subscriber in the chat.
Do you know what else makes me happy about today, Dion?
What makes you happy?
Ryan Farmer's only win is the bye he got in the 3rd round.
That can't make you happy. That's so sad.
That makes me so happy. He loves yet another squad builder though, so I can't be. I can't be. I'm not going to chirp him. But,
right.
All right. This is getting a little much. We can get the stuff off the stream. So here are the K turns. We're hoping to get pro torps out onto the boys. Luke going back in, but also Dion.
Yep.
Luke can just run.
He can. I mean, with 5 minutes left, there's no reason not.
He can just go. He can supernatural boost, 3 bank, barrel roll, and just be across the board. Here comes switch. You can barely see it down here. S-foils are closed. Supernatural boost.
Yep.
Bye-bye, boys.
Bye, Luke. There's no reason for him to engage. And 3 bank, action, barrel roll. There's no reason for him to engage. I mean, he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing, and with 5 minutes left, what D needs to do is, so this bomber's stressed. That one's going to be out of the fight. It's never going to re-engage. But he's got 2 here.
What D needs to do is go back in time, not put his bomber on rocks 3 times, and have better action economy.
Right, but for those who are watching the game and want to learn something and not just troll the other player, you know, you're going to probably want to 2-turn here. You might want to. It depends how much you want to hedge. You know, I think the safer move is probably going straight and seeing where Jeremy goes.
That's like an 8 forward. I'm not sure that that's on the dial.
I mean, you're right. And then we're banking down. You're fine.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
It's
So he's decided
it's very
to bank
interesting.
down.
He's going to come in. We're going to see. I think we're going to see the hard 2 that you suggested, especially because he already has the target lock.
Yep.
It's going to be very difficult. They did get through that turn very quickly, and certainly I think we're going to see Luke just go this way.
Yep. I mean, that's probably the best move for sure.
That's a hard 8 that's also on the dial.
Every time. Hard 2.
So I imagine we'll see supernatural reflexes boost and then a hard turn of some sort towards the top of the board. Oh, interesting. We're going to come in. Now, the Gamma Squadron Ace, the veteran down here, does only have
2 hull. He's got only 2 hull, 3
he's
bank.
Arc dodged here. He's arc dodged one of the bombers.
And he's got a barrel roll. He's just going to try to take him.
He's just going to delete it. He deletes it. It doesn't matter if he goes to half.
Here we go.
I mean, good on Chamblee making a sport of it, getting aggressive.
Can you move that the post-it next to the dice box? Next to the dice box.
There we go. Thanks, boys.
All right. Just 1 crit from Luke. No, that wasn't Luke.
That's Luke.
Oh, that is Luke. Just 1 crit. Got it. Evaded.
I don't like this positioning with Luke. If he'd run,
no damage.
But easy.
He wants to play. He wants to play. You can't blame him for wanting to play, Devin. Range 1, hit crit. He's getting 1. He's getting the shield. He needs 1 more for half.
3's got a target lock. Is that it? They're back to dials?
Yeah. I told you they get a couple more turns in here.
No, I believe you.
You do. All right. So now here's
when you said it, I agreed with you.
Now
it's D that needs to keep up with his dials.
So I think we're about 30 seconds ahead. Looking at the clock, but we'll see.
The clock has too many flashing buttons on it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on that clock for sure.
It's a very busy clock, folks. It's 4 flashing dots, milliseconds going.
Now, positioning-wise, even though Jeremy did take that hit, the only ship on D's side that has a chance to catch him is maybe this FO1, because this guy, he's stressed.
Oh, he's stressed, yeah.
And he's stressed and kind of out of the fight right now as well. So 2 bank. He's got a dream. Drops the focus. He probably...
Focus to live. D realizing that if you have 2 evade dice, a focus is a good idea to prevent damage.
Oh, yeah. 1 forward. Just trying to see if he can maybe pin down Luke if he went to the right.
That like a one
debating
bank.
the barrel roll. Just drops the focus.
I'm drawing with my finger again. My apologies. One bank.
All right, so
there we go.
This is going to be it.
We were a little ahead.
Supernatural boost. 1 bank.
Dodges all the arcs.
And that's it.
Gets
That's
out.
the game.
GG. No shots. Chamblee wins that one.
Good game. So our actual final score, what's that going to be, Devin? That's going to be...
So D-Yoon 126.
Yeah. 126.
No, sorry, 124. We've done this twice
now.
That's
twice. I just believed you instead of checking myself.
I did the same thing.
Okay.
And Chamblee actually gets 145 because of the roundup on the half points and the 40-point aces.
Yep.
So they're 39. They're halved. Do whatever the half of 39 is. Don't blame me for not doing math. And then that odd number is rounded up to 20. That should be 19. So 19 is not 19. 19 and a half.
19 and a half
to 20.
Fantastic. All right, so let's kind of just do a quick. Let's go here. So recap of the game. We're gonna give some stuff away. Hey, look, it's Ernest. I know that guy. He's out of Portland. It's a cool guy.
Cool.
So let's give some stuff away. Are you pumped? Are you pumped?
I am.
Okay, so we're giving away.
Pumped.
We're giving away 5 sets of cards. We're giving away a conversion kit for resistance or first order to a subscriber of some sort. We're going to give away a kit to a new patron and one to an old patron. Alrighty, here we go. Let's pull open my software here.
You
No,
lost, D.
you lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. Here's a
What did I miss there?
here's a score.
Yeah, he should have clobbered me.
124 to
points.
145.
Huh?
Leia's 8 points.
Leia's 8 points.
It's free, yeah.
0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it. You totally got it.
Yeah.
124 to 145.
There's one bomber not at half.
Oh, there's a one not at half? Which one's not at half?
One of the gammas. Yeah.
You said they were all hurt there, Dion.
Oh, I must have seen it.
This is cheating. Yeah, but it's still off though. I must have added incorrectly. Still. Oh, he's gonna beat me by 1. He's gonna beat me by 1. That's
So
bull.
it would just be plus 20. It would be one.
He beats you by 1.
144 to 145. There it is, 1 point. Rounding up. We talked about it on the podcast this week.
Yeah.
Would rounding up screw somebody? It sure did.
Excuse me.
They made that yesterday, right?
Well, it's,
What's going on here? This is all right. There you go.
so
Rounding
here,
up makes the difference.
Ryan, this is what you want, right?
Oh, I need to take a picture.
Oh, we need one of these. One of these needs to be white, right?
Yeah,
'Cause it's,
yeah. So it's not half. So let me go ahead and
You'll understand
fix
in a
that.
moment, folks.
Sorry, guys. We're
Oh, I see. You had the half wrong.
yeah.
We had some bad info.
We messed it up. I'm gonna put the team on my back. It was
Listen,
my fault.
we had bad data, but the results were the same.
Yep.
Worked out.
Turned out right. That's fine.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
all fine.
Okay. So after that, so actually
But if you think back to whenever I was, I mean, a little hyperbole there with chirping on D.
Yep.
But had he been spending a little more time defending his bombers, not putting them on rocks, like he would have kept a few of them over half, and that makes the game for him.
huh?
I don't know how it's a tie. How's it a tie?
How is it a tie?
They round up. The computer's doing the math for us.
I don't even know.
So hold on. So all the gammas right now with Ruthless are 40 points, right? Huh? Right, but with Ruthless is 40, so it becomes 39.
You don't do it as a whole. You do each individual.
Wait,
Thank goodness we're going to cut all of this out of the.
all
out of the
this is.
YouTube
Well, hold on, guys. Jeremy did win. We was at half. Maybe we had the score. Oh wait a second, Devin. We're rounding this wrong.
channel. How are we rounding it?
We're rounding it wrong because it's 39 divided by 2. It's 1, and this is 1 there. I guess it would go. We'll go up to 20. Okay. So it was half points.
The bomber wasn't half points.
I was right. This is the third time I'm gonna have to do this.
So the guy with the weapons failure,
Right.
they thought he was at 4.
No. Okay. So the score we had before was right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So sorry about this, folks. Telling me do the math. We had done the math. right.
Yeah, we were right.
So what? That we screwed up math a couple times during the match, but not
Listen,
at the end.
Vindicated.
Correct. So 124 to 145.
I rescind my previous statement. We were vindicated. Leave this in.
It all stays. All of it. So, it's the third time I'm exporting this.
But he deserved to lose because he wasn't protecting his bombers. He wasn't stopping the avalanche of damage coming through. He could have won that game. His approach was a little off. Fine, it did what it needed to do, but he didn't keep his bombers alive, and through sloppy play put 3 of them on rocks and wasn't keeping the focuses he needed to keep the damage off of his dudes. He could have had this. He could have had this game.
Okay, there. I'm done exporting it. It was. Oh wait, no, crap. Sorry guys, we're gonna do this. I'm just making sure that we You guys are like, give us our stuff. I want my stuff. I'm sorry.
We're gonna look. We're providing them with juicy drama.
Yeah, this is just all the drama. This is my stories.
Just entertainment, just raw entertainment. That's what you're here to provide.
Boom, save, replace. Yes, for the 4th time. Okay, guys, let's give your stuff away. Let's do this. Let's do the cards, okay?
You won stuff. You won stuff.
5 sets of cards. Here we go.
I mean, I pointed to like 5 people. All right.
Here we go. Right, so let's go. Subscribers. We're rolling it. 3, 2, 1. First person is A. Kempers 21.
And what have they won?
They won a set of cards. This is a set of cards. Starting with the cards. I should have said that. I said that first. I said cards.
Yeah.
I said cards. So set 1. Set number 2, given to Mr. Bonder. Mr. Bonder. That's set 2. Remember, guys, contact me on Twitch or Facebook to get your stuff.
Anyway, next one.
All right, Scum Dan 83. Boom.
Done.
That was set 3. Set 4 is J.D. Nielsen. Boom, shakalaka. I know that man. He's a good man. And next one is Worsley. W-O-R-S-E-L-E-Y. There we go. 5 sets of cards. Let's go ahead and do that conversion kit. Are you ready?
I don't know, Dion. I don't know if my heart can take the stress.
I think I need to, before I can give that away, I think I need some gumboats in the chat. Give me some gumboats in the chat, and then I'll get you guys the conversion kit. I need to believe that you guys want it. Like, show me that you want it. I just not sure if I believe. Like, I don't have. Okay, maybe we're seeing. Oh.
There's the time delay.
That's true. That's true.
Delay.
That's true.
Dion, your wish came true.
My wish. Just a chat.
Armada
of
gumboats.
I approve.
Chat. There's some dogs.
There's some dogs. I like dogs. Gumboat fire. Okay. All right. Settle down. Settle down. Right. Let's do this. Okay. I like it. Absolutely.
Right, so
love it.
We're going to roll it.
3, 2, 1. Boom. The winner of their choice of either a first order or resistance conversion kit pre-order, we'll get that order, that way it gets shipped straight to your house, is... How much time should I put between this?
It's already been spoiled in chat.
Oh, smart drive. The delays. I forgot about that. Congratulations. Trolled myself. Smart drive. Congratulations on winning that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my list of patrons. See, this one can't be spoiled in chat because we have to kind of do it a little bit old school.
I get you.
Loading. So it might be faster if I just do this. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna hook you all up. I'm gonna download.
This has been some riveting television, Dion.
I mean, this is awesome. We got giveaways, we got drama, people losing and people winning.
Rathos made me do it.
It was 124. Sorry, 124 to 145. They're coming up to us. What was the score?
Hashtag we were right.
We were right the whole time.
And for those. Do we have the video up so they got to see me doing
yeah, they see the hashtag for sure. Sorry, I guess
excellent.
Our source
so they know how
covered.
basic I am.
It's the best. It's the best. All right, hold on, guys. The Patreon is loading a little slow right now. Give us 1 second, and we'll get that. Okay, we're moving on mobile internet, so.
We're doing what we can, folks. We're doing what we can.
All right, come on, load. One exclusive thing that that patrons are going to be getting here in the next probably about month to month and a half is I'm in the middle of writing a pretty hardcore diss track. Yeah,
I believe you.
Hardcore rap
You're a
diss
music
track.
teacher.
I am.
Yeah.
I
so
am.
You can actually. It's not a joke. You can actually do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun, and I may or may not have some help from somebody that was gonna be on that was in stream today. It's gonna be great.
How close are you to 8 Mile?
Pretty far away from the 8 Mile.
Pretty far away. I mean, you could have told me anything. I don't know anything about Chicago geography.
Like next to the 9th mile, not the 8th mile. Where is this thing?
Are those a mile apart? I'm not sure I understand the geography here.
That 8 miles in Detroit.
Oh,
yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I was chirping someone about getting Canadian geography wrong.
Yeah,
chirping in American.
That's right.
And here I am confusing Detroit and Chicago, which I feel like
that's right. No, that's
tough.
I don't want to trash any other city, but
you can make fun of me though.
That's right.
I mean,
You're bad. You're bad.
I just mistook Chicago for Detroit, which I feel like you should be personally insulted by.
It's fine. It's fine.
I've driven through Michigan twice this year, and that's not something that should be repeated that often.
All right, guys. Sorry, give me a second. I'm still trying to get this to
or as
pull
we
this
like
up.
to call Michigan and upstate New York in Canada, Lower Canada.
Lower Canada.
Because we go down there for X-Wing and Armada, and we take all their stuff.
Nope, that didn't work. Come on, thing. Do what I want you to do.
Hey, thing, do the thing.
Yep.
Riveting television right now. How are we doing?
Why isn't it working? All right, ready? Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
I'm gonna use the force powers.
Yep.
So sense.
This is what's happening is I have a list of the names on the phone. And we're scrolling up and down.
And we're gonna stop.
Congratulations to George Tari for winning one of the conversion kits for the new patrons.
There we go.
Congratulations, George Tari. Woo woo.
So that is
Yep.
patron kit 1.
Yep, George Tari. Oh yeah, you guys wanted to see the alt arts now that we actually have the screen.
Ooh.
There we go. So we got
Snazzy. I keep leaning the wrong way because it's not inverted.
so we got B and C.
C's my favorite, boys. It's the best.
Okay, B and C. We got Lorik. We got Fen. And now this one.
They're very pretty.
I love this one. This is Nora Wexley. This is my wife's favorite card because it's the story of a mother. Little story behind that one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's beautiful, folks.
Yeah, so that one, she was my inspiration for that one.
I feel a distant affinity for your wife just because we share the same name.
Alrighty, and we need to do one more conversion kit raffle for all of our patrons. Now, my computer, you know what? We're gonna bust out the second computer for this because it's just like not understanding things. All right, guys, give me a second. Devin, juggle or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now entering Dion's 4th computer of the day. I'm going to take this moment. I'm going to steal some Dion time to say,
go ahead.
If you
talk about the PTL Open.
Please come to the PTL Open, where the PTL Open is October 20th and 21st. It's coming up pretty quick. You can go to flycasual.ca to learn about the PTL, what we do, where we are, how we are, and what the PTL Open is and what the PTL is. I've gone into it a little bit on last Gold Squadron podcast. Thanks for having us on, Dion.
No problem.
And our favorite podcast, other than maybe I'll say Sea to Sky, because they're Canadian.
Fair.
No one likes a Canadian like a Canadian. So I think I would love for anyone, if you like to come to Canada, like to come to Toronto, we run a very interesting format. You bring 3 lists. You can't. The only restriction is you can't repeat a named pilot. We do 3 games on day 1, 3 games on day 2. We do a top cut to top 8, and in the cut, you can only fly each of your lists once. So it's really interesting, makes you think about what you're going to fly, how you're going to fly it. And then what we do is we reward you for playing those lists. If you play each list once, you get a free tournament point. So it's 6 rounds, but it's out of 7 tournament points. And then if you play each list twice, you get a bunch of prizes for doing that.
Okay, Devin, are you ready?
I'm ready, Dion. What are we doing?
All right, so we need to pull up a random number generator. Let's go ahead and I'll do that here on my computer. Probably be faster. Random number generator. We have 418 patrons as of this moment now.
You got 21 new patrons today, Dion?
Yeah, this is awesome. Woo! Okay, so what I'm doing is, let me just refresh this.
We're gonna figure things out.
418. You guys can see right here. Random number generator 1 through 418. I'm gonna go ahead and click this button a bunch of times. Ready, set. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling.
Stop.
Number 299. Let's see who that is.
Good number. It's a good number.
Let's see who that is. We're gonna scroll.
That's someone who wanted to get you over 300, Dion.
That's right. Patron number 299 is. Where are you? And I can't show this on screen because it has addresses and stuff, guys. So
privacy first.
I could probably block it out. Could I? Let's see. How could I do that? Yep. Let's cover up email addresses too. This is patron Mike Carpenter.
Mike Carpenter, congratulations.
Congratulations for winning yourself a conversion kit. Let's go ahead and get that written down here on our paper there. Congratulations. We got round 6 coming up.
Now, can you leave this on for a second? Because, Dion, I've been given the standings.
Ooh, you got the standings.
And I know everyone in the chat, having been there, having been that man.
They want to know.
Anonymously yelling at you in the chat.
Give me the standings.
I forgot the name, though.
What? Mike Carpenter.
Mike Carpenter.
Mike Carpenter. Yep.
You know what?
Yep. What?
What are the emojis that you have there in the chat? Do you have?
So right now
do you have Total Biscuit?
What?
We're gonna see. Well, someone will post Total Biscuit. We'll see. I want to see Total Biscuit in the chat. He's one of the Twitch emojis.
Okay.
If we get
got gumboats.
Well, I got gumboats. We'll see. One or the other.
This is the Gold Squadron podcast stream. They're going to be gumboats.
I know it's going to be gumboats. You'll see why I'm asking for Total Biscuit if we get any.
Okay.
But I'm going to read some standings.
Go for it.
All right. In first place after 5 rounds, we've got Jesper Hills, 5 points, MOV 1845.
Oof. Okay.
Second place, we had him on stream, Lucas Galanka, 5 points. So these boys are undefeated now.
Yep.
MOV 1466.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Third, Alexander Farley. I'm unsure if where he's from. There we go. We got
Alexander Farley is out of.
Here we go. Now we're getting some Total Biscuit.
Okay.
Now you get it.
Alexander Farley is out of Glendale, Arizona. I had him on stream in Glendale.
All right. He's got 1315. All right. 5 points, MOV 1315. Fourth, Kelvin Lau, PTL, up here repping us real well. He's the first 4-1, MOV 1521. Fifth place, 4-1, Duncan Howard, MOV of 1504.
Heard that name before.
I'm not sure who that is. I don't know.
That's our Gen Con champion.
I thought that was Jeremy Howard. Sixth place, Jeremy Chamblee, 4-1. Just had him on stream, 1363. Look at it. It's beautiful. Chat's beautiful. Look at all. Look at it. It's great. Seventh, again, a stream was on stream earlier today. Nathan Idy.
Yep.
4-1 with a MOV of 1331. And then I'm gonna straight up apologize at the beginning for
Arkadiusz
Kala. 4-1, 1327 MOV. Ninth, we have Sebastian Artis, 4-1, 1309 MOV. We'll probably stop here at 10.
Stop at 10, yeah.
Stop at 10. Sorry, boys. And we've got Chris Norris, 4-1 with a 1283 MOV. And we've got another 5 4-1s after that.
Yep. So you had to go four wins to get into tomorrow, right?
2 losses, yeah.
Yeah, so everybody who's
X
4,
and 2.
X and 2s, get into tomorrow.
There we go.
Total participation, we were at, what was it, 96? Is that what we said earlier?
96, 97, something like that.
Yeah, so good turnout.
Ooh, that sounds like we've got the FFG one announced.
Yep, so we're going to go get ready for our next rounds of pairings. Give us 1 minute. We'll be right back.
Yeah.